Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. Today in this video we are going to discuss the explanation of a very important chapter of Treasure Trove, and the name of the chapter is The Little Match Girl. So let's start. This story is written by author Hans Christian Andersen. He was a Danish writer popular for his influential stories about children. The author has described how a little girl lost her life and the scenes she witnessed before death, which put a smile on her face. The author has portrayed beautiful irony and imagery, emphasizing the need for compassion. He shows a picture of an unhappy childhood and what it leads to for a little helpless girl. He has briefly elaborated on the pains of the little girl who is trying hard and struggling on New Year's Eve. An unfortunate and sad picture of childhood has been illustrated through this story. The story opens with the author describing the weather conditions. It is an extremely cold winter on the last evening of the year. There is a little girl who is on the streets trying to sell her matchsticks. Despite the cold weather, the girl has no warm clothes on her or even slippers to wear. She left her home wearing her mother's footwear, but since they were oversized, she lost them as she was crossing the street. So, now she walked barefoot in the brutal cold. This story was written in 1845 during the Victorian era. Begging was illegal and child abuse was common during that time. Therefore, the class difference is clearly highlighted in this story. This little girl is the only major character in the story. She is forced and threatened to sell matchsticks by her father. She was scared because she was not able to sell any matchsticks that night. If she went home without any money, she would be beaten by her father. Apart from the bleak cold, she was also very hungry. It was the holiday season, and a festive feeling was all around when this poor little girl was wandering so that she could sell some matchsticks. Cold, hunger, and grief made her look like a figure of sorrow herself. As she moved from street to street, she saw the lights of festivities around. The candles and the aroma of delicious food was sensed by her. She did not wish to go home because her house did not have much covering but a roof. It could not protect them from the severe cold. After some time, she huddled herself against a wall and sat down. Her hands had become numb. To relieve herself from the terrible cold, she hesitantly burnt one matchstick from the bundle she had. She held her hand over the bright light. She felt the warm bright flame as if she were sitting beside a large iron stove. She tried to warm her feet, but the flame went out. The little match girl rubbed another match, but this time the light fell on the wall and it became transparent. She could see through the room. She saw a table on which there was a beautiful tablecloth and food served in magnificent china. She could smell and see the roasted goose with the filling of apple and dried prunes. She could see all of this. The goose hopping down from the table with a knife and fork coming right towards her. But soon the match went out and she had nothing but a cold damp wall. She wanted to keep her visions alive. So she rubbed another matchstick against the wall. This time she saw a huge and beautiful Christmas tree. It was large, strikingly decorated, and had dazzling lights. This was larger than any other Christmas tree she had ever seen. There were bells and lights on the green branches of the Christmas tree, along with beautiful pictures hanging from it. She was very happy seeing this Christmas tree, so she stretched her hand to touch it. As soon as she did so, the light went out, the flame disappeared, and so did the Christmas tree. She lit another match, and this time she saw the lights as stars rising higher and higher in heaven. One star fell down, and so she remembered her grandmother. She had heard from her grandmother that a falling star signifies death. When one star falls from the sky, a soul ascends to God, becoming a star. The only person who was close to her little match girl was her grandmother, because she loved her dearly and was kind towards her. Her grandmother had passed away. The little girl struck another matchstick and soon began talking to the vision. She now saw her grandmother, bright and radiant, with a mild expression. Her grandmother stood before her. But just like the other visions, she did not want her grandmother to vanish when the matchstick went out. So, in order to keep her grandmother close to her, she struck one more matchstick and another after the one she struck. She burnt out the whole packet and pleaded with her grandmother to take her to heaven soon. Both of them flew in the brightness and in joy to be with God. Both of them were extremely happy, and as they were together and in heaven, where there was neither cold nor hunger nor fear, it appeared that the falling star had foreshadowed the little girl's own death. For when the passers-by saw the little girl the next morning, she had been frozen to death. They saw her dead but failed to notice her smiling face. Many pitied her but did not know that it was her from all worry, that it was the most unusual death, a death which freed her from all worries, and a death in which her own grandmother came to take her. And now they both were happy to be in each other's company. This story not only justifies the difficulties of the survival faced by the little match girl, but also describes her end in most beautiful way ever. The visions are symbolic of the things that the little girl desired for, and also signified her end. They made her happy in her last moments, relieving her from all worries. The visions that the little girl saw gave her pleasure in her final moments, and thus led her to death, but also put a smile on her face. If the video was helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe our channel. Thank you.